Good evening, beautiful souls. Welcome to Align to Divine. I am Tamara. And this happens every single time I go live. It's like Spirit goes, okay, here we go. I know it's a bit snuffly. So, welcome to Align to Divine. I am Tamara, and welcome to another Friday night of free readings. Just give me one moment while I share this out into a couple of places. I'd love to know how your day is going. Oh, I think that went to the right spot. Alright. Hi, Junior. Welcome. It's a little off balance today, so fingers crossed it doesn't go anywhere. How have we been? We had a big energetic shift this week with the new moon and the transition into the new lunar new year with the fire horse. Has been emotionally charged a week, so today for me is the 1 year anniversary since I lost my mum. So the week leading up to today has been a little bit rocky. There's been some awareness for me that it was coming up, and good old Spotify played this one song a few days ago, which made me cry a lot. And I think since then I've just been okay. So, and today was great. Like, I've had a great day. I did lunch with my sisters and we hung out together, which was really lovely. And yeah, it's been kind of unusual because I feel my mum with me every single day, right? So I know that she is always around just because she is not on the physical plane anymore. I know that she's around. It just feels significant that it's been a whole year already. Like, I can't believe that's gone so fast. But, you know, the thing for me today is, okay, this is the last of the firsts, because the firsts are always the hardest, and we've gotten through all of them now, including the first anniversary, which is today. So they will always, you know, things will always be hard, but not as hard as the first one, right? So yeah, I've had a pretty good day. I won't deny that I have had a pretty good day, but leading into it was quite just a little bit heightened, I guess. So yes, and then we've had the changeover into the fire horse here, which I personally felt pretty much straight away. I went from, I don't know what I'm doing, I don't know what way to go next, to I don't know how to bring this all together, to just sitting down with a notebook and pen and just going boom, 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 boom. So I've managed to get pretty clear over the last few days about where I'm going, what I'm doing, how to go about it, bringing some structure into my life, which was something that I realized on during the Divine Feminine Reset again in our masculine week. I realized that before I associated structure with control, you know, tell me what I had to do and when I had to do it, right? And I don't like being told what to do. So that was an interesting revelation, but I need structure. I personally need structure in order to be able to function at my highest level, right? So So that's been interesting. I've been working on my new membership that will be opening soon. Soon. I was going to say the beginning of March, but it might be before then. It depends on how I can bring everything together. I've got a couple of meditations that I want to record, and some other bits and pieces that just haven't quite come into fruition yet. I'm trying to do the like the image for it, and it's just not it's just not what I want it to look like. So yes, so in the end I'll be just like, I'm just doing it. I'm just going to put it out there, but until then I'll just keep playing around with it until I can get it right. And I figure I've got until the meditations and stuff are recorded. So that's the basis of what's going on for me. Now today, or the 20th, they say the 20th, they say the date, right, when with all this astrological stuff. Yes, so there's all these astrological things going on, and they say that it happens on this specific date. But then I think we're like half a day or more ahead of America. So if it's on that date in America, is it on that date for us too? Like, I get really confused by that. So, so on the 20th there's some astrological Saturn's at 0 degrees and something else is at 0 degrees in Pisces or something. I was listening to something today that made a lot of sense. And this is a rare occurrence. It just doesn't happen very often. So, so another big energetic shift for us. And I think by the end of February, there's one more date before the end of February where something else astrological comes into play. Obviously, astrology is not something that I'm well educated in, but I do feel the energies of it. So I do like to have a little bit of a look and see what is going on, because often I'm already feeling it. So, and I figure if I'm feeling it, you guys are feeling it as well, right? Excuse me. Yes, so watch this space, because February is going to be a big month, and I also want to give you guys a heads up as well for April. I don't know what all the astrology stuff is, but I know that April is going to be another big month of forward propulsion. So just to watch this space for that as well, or gather the information, because that's what I'm all about. Gather your resource. Knowledge is power, right? All right, so hello and welcome. Beautiful Kylie, I see that you're here, and my darling Patricia. I'm very happy to see you as well, my darling. Yes, so I'm pulling cards today. As always, there is the donation link in the description of the live stream, which, while I'm thinking about it, I will pop in the comments section here as well. Please feel free to share this live stream out to your people, or if there is anyone in particular that you think might like a reading tonight, please feel free to tag them in the comments. It's morning here. Whereabouts are you, Junior? Let's see. I'm sure you've told me before. Why is it not? Okay, let's do that then. Pin. Space. Okay. Ah, nice. So that's quite a significant time difference for us as well, right? All right. So let's write some names down. So I did pop some questions out there on my page a few days ago. In investigation, I'm investigating how better I can serve you guys by giving you knowledge and tools and all of those things. So if you do want to go back and have a look at those questions, and if you have any thoughts or any responses and you don't want to put it in the comment section, you can always send me a private message as well. So yes, if you want to know anything, if you are going through something particular or something continues to play out in your life, and you'd like to know how to go about clearing that or stepping out of that, I am going to start making tapping videos, little tapping videos. So if there is anything in particular that you might want to work on, to tap on, please feel free to send me as many suggestions as you would like. So you can send me a private message, or you can pop it in the comment section of the thread, or you can pop it in my Aligned to Divine Soul community group. I think that's what it's called these days. Or you can email me at support@alignedtodivine.com.au. Yes. All right. So let me just scroll back up. We have a junior. Top of the list today. Miss Patricia, would you like a reading, darling? Pen's not working. And I can't spell. Great place to start. All right. So, Junior, let's start with you. Yes, please. Yes. So I was out all day today, and normally I take some time in after lunch to reset myself, and I didn't get a chance to do that today, so I am a little bit tired. So if I do yawn, please excuse my yawns. I'm sure that once I start channeling spirit properly, those yawns will dissipate for a period of time. But they are there. I'm just hanging around. All right, Junior. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if these are the right cards for you. The unicorns. They've been like in my face this week. The unicorns. The unicorn cards, in case you were wondering. I don't have unicorns in my face. Well, not at the moment, anyway. All right. Junior. I'm not entirely certain if that's all me. Whether you've been burning the candle a little bit at both ends. Oh, okay. We have the Patience card. Yeah, it feels like you've stepped into this fire horse energy, and you're like, I'm just going to go and go and go and go and go and go. But there needs to be balance, some more balance in your life. So taking those moments to rest during the day. So rest is not idleness. Rest is necessary. You are not lazy if you choose to take some time for yourself every day to be quiet, to sit quietly, to reset, and allow yourself to come back to yourself. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Because everything that is coming for you this year will be presented in its own divine timing. Yeah, as always, like things need to play out in a certain order in order for it to come together for you properly. Yeah, so be patient. Pause before you take action. Trust that divine timing is at work. Be patient and play whilst you wait. We have the intuition cards. Hi Bianca. Hi Belinda. Listen to the whispers of your heart. Use divination tools to help you decide. Trust your intuition no matter what. So I feel like you already know this, right? But perhaps you've got this vision of what it is that you are wanting to create for yourself, and now you've got the momentum. You can feel the momentum behind that building because it hasn't been there. You've had the idea and the desire, but not the momentum and not the will to take action up until now. But again, you've just got to be patient. You've got to trust your intuition, right? Trust your inner knowing in the next actionable steps, and don't force it, don't push it. Just you know what to do, right? Because on the other side is all the magic that you want. Make a wish, believe in miracles, magic surrounds you. Because often we get this idea and we push, we take this action and we keep going and going and we push and we push and we push, when really we just need to wait for things to fall into place and allow the magic to happen. That's often how it works, right? So yes, take a moment, take a deep breath. Every time you feel yourself getting heightened or exhausted or overwhelmed, just give yourself a 5-minute reset. Give yourself 5 minutes to just take some deep breaths, feel into your body, feel your body, do some grounding. So just lay down on the ground and allow yourself to feel the parts of your body that are connecting to the earth. Like just taking some time to reset yourself so that you can hear your intuition for a start, right? And then and then allow the next steps to come to you. So the card at the bottom is also friendship. Seek out your soul family, surround yourself with positive people, spend more time socializing. I feel like the message in that card is really about not putting all your effort and energy into everybody, and just becoming more mindful and discerning how you feel in the company of the people that you surround yourself with, because that's really important, because you want to surround yourself with empowering and uplifting and supportive people, your tribe. And the more you move forward through the course of this year, like who you are now and who you will be at the end of the year are going to be vastly different. And I want everyone to hear this, actually, because it's not just for you, Junior. Who you are now, with all of the astrological changes and all of the fire horse energy and all the things, right, that will come into play this year. Who you are now and who you will be at the end of the year are going to be so completely different from each other. And you will do things this year that you have wanted to do for eons. But now is the time, right? You haven't been able to do it before. You weren't ready to do it before. But this year has a whole, fuck it, I'm just going to do it anyway energy to it, right? So all the things, all those little chatters in your head that tells you that you can't do things and tells you that you don't have the skill or whatever that voice is for you, that's not going to stop you anymore. You're going to stop believing that voice. Or it's not that you don't believe it, it's just that you've decided that that's not going to control who you are anymore or what you do or what you can do. Yeah. So we are all infinite. We are all infinite, and we have an infinite capacity to create whatever the fuck we want. Right? All right. So I hope that was helpful for you, Bianca. That was a great little reading. All right, welcome. Welcome to the lovely people who have just joined us. Hello, lovely Lisa. All right. So as always, there is the donation link in the description of the live stream as well as pinned in the comment section here. And if you donate, you automatically get bumped to the top of the list. I do read from the top of the list to the bottom of the list, and I'm here until 7:15 every Friday. So if you want to guarantee yourself a reading, or you would like to be read next, the donation link is there. Or if you have a reading and you really enjoyed what you heard, then there is an opportunity for the energy exchange there for you as well. So the link is in the description of the live stream and pinned in the comment section down below. Okay, so lovely Kylie, you are up next. Just make sure I haven't missed anybody. Welcome back, Bianca. I loved that your Monday card, your Fire Horse Year card, was just beautiful confirmation for what we talked about last week. That was awesome. I actually really enjoyed pulling those cards for everyone on Monday. I'm going to start doing it a little bit more of that, I think. I know. It's in my plan. Okay, Kylie, what are the cards going to tell us today? What cards are we going to use today? Smart ones. Ooh, what are these? Secret language of your soul for you tonight, Kylie. To start with, I feel like there's another card somewhere in my collection for you as well tonight, but we will just have to wait and see. Okay. Okay, we have learn from past mistakes. Thank you, lovely Lisa. I will pop you up the top of the list. Learn from past mistakes, grow into greater wholeness. So coming off the back of your reading last week was all about knowing and understanding your worth, right? And we're still on that thread because it's heart and solar plexus. Yeah, there's lots of green and lots of yellow. I was just trying to work out whether that was just my lighting. So it's all heart and solar plexus. So the more you are stepping into your heart-led work, the more those feelings of perhaps inadequacy or um, a sense of self-worth are going to come up for you. And over the next, I want to say probably 2 or 3 weeks, there will be a shift. There will be a mindset shift for you um, around that narrative that you have. So you've learned from the narrative, you've learned from the life that you've lived with the narrative that you've used before, but now it's time to step into understanding your worth. The word confidence is just flashing through it's like, do, 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 do. So building confidence in yourself, building confidence in your path, building confidence in your way forward, building confidence with everything that you do. And the only way that you can do that is just to continue to say yes. Just continue to say yes to yourself. Continue to say yes to the things that you don't think that you can. Continue to say yes to the things that you want to do as opposed to what you feel like you have to do. So building that sense of self-worth. Right, Carly says, I hit rock bottom this week. It was a big week last week. That was a big reading last week. And reached out to a friend, made me realize I am just really frightened as to what I'm doing and where I'm going. It's such a new direction. Yeah. And there's a lot of... So all that exists in the unknown is what our mind creates for it. So the unknown, I know we've had this conversation on a Friday night before, all that exists in the unknown is unlimited possibilities. Unlimited possibilities. But it's because we don't have that security and that certainty of what's next, that's what feeds the fear. Because we as humans need security. We need that sense of security and certainty. So I guess it's about just being aware of the voice that you used in the past, the voice that dictated and spoke to you, because that voice from the past was not your voice. It's not your inner voice. It is the culmination of the criticisms and judgments and unmet expectations of all the people in your life up until now. Yeah. But we're not listening to all of those people anymore because they have no say in what you do with your life. It is completely up to you right now. And feel into that feeling of unlimited possibilities. And try and envision that for yourself. Take some time every single day. I recommend the first 5 minutes when you wake up and the first 5 minutes before you go to sleep. Just laying in your bed in that half awake, half asleep state. And just start thinking about you as the woman living the life that you're trying to create for yourself. It's feeling what it feels like to be that woman already and doing those things already. Because if you can, your mind doesn't know the difference, right? So if you can have that, take yourself through that visualization, it's using your imagination. You can create anything you want, right? It doesn't have to be realistic. It doesn't have to be realistic to what you think is possible for you right now. It can be the biggest daydream on the planet, right? But the more that you think, the more that you feel your way through that, and the more that you imagine what is possible for you, the more you're going to create that in your life, and the more you're going to create your own inner certainty instead of looking for the certainty outside of yourself. Put real pressure on myself because I want to make Michael proud. I know how hard I am on myself. I just have to be a bit kinder to myself. He's already proud. He's already proud. You could you could be doing none of the work that you're doing, right? Or none of the work that you're about to be doing, and he would still be proud of you because you're doing what you want to do, and you're doing what your heart wants to do. So as long as you are doing what is right for you, and as long as you are doing what feels good for you, I couldn't be prouder. Yeah? And I know we've discussed this, but he is with you all the time, every step of the way. Even when we make mistakes, even when we make the wrong choices, even when we do something that may not be in line with our values, right? Because that happens, because we're human, right? So, yes, trust yourself, trust the process, trust the universe. Trust is my word for the year. Trust and faith are my words for the year. So I want to share that with a little bit with you as well. All right, so here we go. It says create a healthy structure. Preserve your inner world. So I think the first thing that you can do for yourself, Kylie, okay, align with your ideal rhythms, right? The first thing that you can do for yourself is to lock in every single day 10 minutes. 10 minutes out of your whole day. All right? Book it in like an appointment. And put everything aside. No phone, no book, no music, no headphones, no podcasts, no anything. All right? And sit for 10 minutes. Yes, your mind might race, but 10 minutes is a long time, even though it's not a long time. Right? So your mind may go a little bit crazy, but it's also going to go onto this. You just learning to connect with yourself. And if you need to sit down afterwards and journal, or journal before, right? Purge journal. Get all those things that you're worried about the most out before you sit down, because it really is about connecting with your own inner knowing, connecting with spirit, and allowing to build trust with yourself and with the universe. Deepen your concentration. Is that card at the bottom? Focus and grow into what would be. I love it when the cards just clarify everything we've just been talking about. You are on the right track. And when you start putting yourself down thinking that you should be doing more, or not, you're not where you're supposed to be, pull your head in. Right? Pull your head in and know that you're exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you need to be doing. And all you can do now is the next aligned step. Right? You are so very welcome, Kylie. So you know this stuff. Sometimes we just need to be reminded. I booked in a healing, and I will do my Reiki Masters in the next couple of weeks. And yes, I would really like some meditations from you. Perfect. I'm putting together a support package, a free support package that everyone who signs up for the membership will receive. So. And I'm not sure whether I'll put it outside of my membership. I'm not entirely certain about that yet. It's in my notes, and we'll see what the universe says when we get to it, right? All right. Beautiful. Thank you very much for your beautiful, kind donation, Lisa. You are up next, and then Bianca, you are after that. All right. So, lovely Lisa. Thirsty today. I haven't drunk enough water. Okay, Lisa. All right. To start with, before I even pick cards for you, Lisa, I want you to put down everything that is not yours to carry. I feel like you're carrying the responsibility of the emotions of a lot of people right now, and you need to put that down. And you need to start worrying about processing your emotions and working your way through what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. Because everyone else can sort themselves out. They're all old enough to deal with their own shit, right? And they are not your responsibility. So whatever you are carrying for everyone else, put it down. Do your energy clearing. Make sure that you are clearing your energy. Make sure that you are grounding yourself every day. Spending some quiet time with yourself as well every day. Whether it's a walk in the trees, or whatever that looks like for you. Yes, you need to be your focus right now. You and what you are creating for yourself needs to be your focus right now. The universe is putting all this stuff in the way to distract you, to see how much in alignment you are with what you are trying to create. And don't get distracted by it. That's what I want to say. Just don't get distracted by it. Bring yourself back to what am I trying to create. So I don't know how much time and effort and energy you've put into your business over the last couple of weeks, but you need to bring yourself back to that. Yeah? Start putting yourself out there in the world. And by that, I mean, I don't know whether you've started your Facebook group yet or your Facebook page yet, but just posting things on your Facebook page is a great place to start. And it doesn't need to be you talking. It doesn't need to be anything related to anything specific, but you can be sharing memes about Reiki or healing or information, knowledgeable stuff about the oils that you use or the crystals that you use or whatever that is. Don't overthink it. Just find something and put it out there. Find something and put it out there. Find something and put it out there. It's about building trust in yourself and knowing that you can do that. Right? And it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. I feel like you really need to hear that today. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. What cards are we going to use? They are not jumping out to me tonight. I feel like I just don't have the deck for what I want. More the message. That's why I've got to create my own, right? Did you have your gallbladder out? That's really interesting, actually. So you're recovering from surgery, which means that you are a lot stiller. You're having to be a lot more still than what you're used to, which means you do have time to be finding things to put out into the world. Yes. So the action towards your business doesn't need to be physical, it doesn't need to be booking people in, it can simply be getting yourself out there, putting yourself out there. And utilize this time of stillness and healing. So that's going to be a lot of physical and health changes for you as well. Oh, nice. Oh, imagine how good you're going to feel on the other side of that. Interesting. Okay, we have the two of Gabriel. Gabriel. Make bold and ambitious choices. Great progress is possible. Important relationships with people who share your vision. 10 of Raphael. Love and blessings fill your life. Harmonious relationships with family members. Happily ever after. So it feels like there is a bit of adjustment happening within the family unit as well. People are having to step up because you can't do as much as you were before. Showing them that they are completely capable. And it's also showing you that they are capable as well, right? Ask your angel for helpful people to lighten your load, working too many hours, trying too hard to please others. Interesting. What have I got on the bottom here? Ooh, okay. Okay, so optimum health and creating space. They're the two things that come to mind from your cards, right? The card at the bottom is the High Priestess. Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides a valuable information. Be at peace. So, allowing those around you to help and support, allowing the changes happening within your family unit, and asking them for more help. Can you do this? Can you do that? It's like training them, right? And building that confidence so they know what they're doing. Yeah, they know that they can do what they're doing, or what they have to do. And this is all creating space for you. Yeah, because once you step more into your business, they're going to need to take on some of the load regardless. So the universe has created this space for you to be able to do that already. It's also created the time for you to connect inwards. Because that's a really important part of the next step of your process as well. Not only to make you a better hands-on healer, but also to build that intuition, build that trust within yourself. And also the other thing is like optimum health. So now that you've had the surgery and the hernia removed, things will change physically for you. I know that there are certain things that you won't be able to eat now that you don't have your gallbladder, and there are certain things that will have to shift and change with you physically to keep you at optimum health. So this is only going to have a positive effect on how you feel, and how connected you are to yourself, and how much support you can actually call in when you take that step back and allow yourself to be supported and helped. Allow those around you to do the things that you normally do, yeah, and allowing them to do it in a way that works for them, not in the way that you think that it needs to be done. And the word gratitude is also just coming to mind as well. So just making sure that you are consistently, I don't want to say showing gratitude for the help that you for what they're doing, because there's some normal household tasks that should just be taken on, right? But just being grateful that you do have help, that you do have support, that you do have this opportunity, that being grateful for great physical health, being grateful for the love that you have in your life, and the love that you get to give, and the love that you get to share. Yeah. I'm actually really excited to see what comes out the other side of this. Yeah, lots of beautiful changes. So trust in the process. Trust in the process. It's letting go of that control, right? And being open to receiving. It's another lesson in releasing the masculine and releasing the toxic, the wounded masculine, and opening yourself to more divine feminine. Lisa says, feeling very creative already. Yes, they have certainly stepped up. Yes. So don't allow it to go back to the way it was. You know that they can do it. They know that they can do it. So allow it to continue. Ensure that it continues. All right. All right. I hope that was helpful for you, beautiful Lisa. Bianca, you are up next. Bianca, and then Patricia, and then Belinda. There you go, Lisa. Bianca says, do it. All right. Let me just double check. Thank you, beautiful Kylie, for your beautiful, kind donation. So very grateful. I'm so very grateful for all of you. I'm so very grateful that you come and you show up every Friday and you allow me to tap into your energy and to read for you and to allow me to be a part of your story and your journey, and for being a part of mine as well, because I get so much from these on Friday nights as well. I get so much from the readings that I do for you, because we are just mirrors, right? We are just mirrors of each other, and you are here for a reason. You are here at Aligned to Divine with me for a reason. So I have a lot of gratitude for all of you, for anyone who shows up, for anyone who is present or shares energy. Yes, yes, I will love that. I will be car shopping this week, because my car has been deemed a write-off from the accident that I had on the first day of the year, which means that I get to invite a new vehicle into our world, which I'm excited about. Because our car is an important part of the family. It's an important part of my family and us being connected as a family as well. So, all right. All right. So, Bianca. All right. I'm feeling a lot of inspired energy for you, Bianca. It's kind of like you're like, right, what's next, right? To the degree of feeling a little dizzy, right? Like, whoo, everything's spiraling, but upwards and in a good way, not spiraling downwards in a bad way, right? So I want to start with just making sure that you are taking some time to ground yourself and breathing into yourself, and yes. It's a little bit erratic. I might just let's take a breath. Hi, Sharon. Take a breath. Take a breath. Because there's a lot of exciting things happening. There's a lot of exciting things to come. And there's a lot of intrigue, and there's a lot of, I want to say, like, childlike curiosity about what's next, or what you actually want. What fills you up, what lights you up, like with passion and purpose, and And just remember to ground in, right? Just remember to continue to be present. What do we have? Oh, it's the patient heart. That's really funny. Move forward and grow. So I know, like, I have astigmatism, so I usually wear glasses, especially for things that are at a distance. So when I'm looking at this through the camera, but this actually looks like, I know it's a clock, but it looks like a pregnant belly, right? Birthing something new, right? All in divine timing. You're birthing something new, but at the right time, which just happens to be at 3:12. At 3:12, right? I'm pretty sure that's what the time on the clock says. So, what else have we got up here? There's a key. There's a key right here. I think that's a compass. That's definitely a compass. That's a clock. So we've got 2 compasses, 2 clocks, and a key. So, birthing something new, birthing a new, like, divine feminine life into being for you, which is full of passion and purpose. So the key is to opening your heart to every desire that you have. The compass is heading in the right direction, and the clock is waiting for divine time, like, all in good time, all in divine time. I just saw the card at the bottom. Let's pull a couple of more cards first. All right, this is interesting. We have the Worthy card, which is solar plexus. Look at all that yellow. Bianca, I know you need to hear this today. You are enough. You are enough. Exactly as you are, exactly in this moment. A new direction in divine timing. So they're just asking you not to try and force it. Don't try and like collect all of these ideas of what you think you should be doing. Yeah, but allow the process to happen for you, because you will be mid conversation one day and you'll be like, oh, I feel like I'm really excited about what I'm talking about right now. And that'll be your first little clue in. What I do want to say is that I'm a firm believer that we live what we're here to teach. So we have all of these experiences in our lives so that we can gather tools and tricks and information and emotional maturity around all these things, yeah, so that because then we recognize those experiences in others, and having lived that experience and gained all of that knowledge, it means that you are in a wonderful place to be able to support other people through that. So if you take a look back on the experiences that you've had and all the things that you've learnt, and then you will absolutely find something that you are really passionate about. For me, it's women believing in themselves. For me, it's women taking their power back and being able to discover their world, to create their own world, and live this divinely orchestrated, beautiful, joyful, connected, present, um, heart-centered lives. And that's come from my whole journey of low self-worth, low confidence, um, not believing that I was enough. You know, I've been through it. Been through it. Toxic relationships, solo parenting, all of those things, and having to learn my own worth and learning to understand my own worth has been a major part of my journey, and I see it in women everywhere now, and that's why I'm so passionate about what I do, because I just want women to understand how beautifully magical and powerful they are, that they have the opportunity to be able to do and create whatever the hell they want, whatever the fuck they want, right? And to live a life that they would never have even dreamed of. And no one else can tell them different. And no one else should be able to tell them any different. No one else should be able to let them believe anything different. So, as always, there's a reason for my storytelling. And I understand that you get the point, right? Whatever it is that you've experienced, whatever it is that you've gone through, there's a little bit of something that you see and you're like, oh my gosh, I could help with this. It's there. But again, divine timing. It'll come together. It'll happen. Yes, you must trust. It's the word. It's the word for 2026. Trust and have faith. And we've got the prospering heart. Prospering. Another yellow card. Oh, that's interesting. It says, look for beauty, abundance, and generosity. So I'm just going to hold this up. I was like looking at it going, oh yeah, that's nice. There's some gold and there's some sacred symbols and la-di-da-di-da. But check this out. There's a woman down there looking, and if I turn this up the other way, if I turn it up the right way, oh my goodness. There's a butterfly. Right, transformation. You can see it. That's really funny. I wonder why I had it upside down. And the card at the bottom of the deck for you tonight, Bianca, is the Divinely Connected Heart. Another yellow card. What I want to point out, it says, meet your karma. Your karma. So I believe that light workers, healers, anyone that is going to do that kind of work in the world, we stack our karma right at the beginning of our lives, so that that's where we learn our lessons, right? That's where we gather our tools and our experience, like I was just saying before. So that's our karma all stacked in the first part of our lives. So then we can step out of those experiences to use them to create prosperity, to create abundance, to create joy and connection. Divinely meet your karma. So instead of trying to think your way through what it is that you're doing next, here is the main message for you, right? Instead of trying to think your way through it, it's time to feel into it. It's time to connect in with yourself. Again, take 10 minutes. The 5 minutes after you wake up, or the 5 minutes before you go to sleep. There is magic in that twilight period of in between worlds. Yeah. where lots of answers lie and lots of divine messages sneak through. And all you have to do is lay for 5 minutes, right? So utilizing the time to feel in and to connect with yourself instead of trying to think your way through it, because you won't be able to think your way through it. The more you try and think your way through it, the longer it's going to take. And the more annoyed you're going to be, right? The more annoying it's going to be. All right. That is it for you tonight, Bianca. Thank you again for your beautiful, kind donation. I'm so very grateful. All right, Miss Patricia, are you still here? Are you still here? Got Patricia, Belinda, and Sharon. So welcome to whoever has joined us. Just a quick reminder that there is a donation link in the description of the live stream and also in the comments, pinned in the comment section. Donations are a great way to jump yourself up to the top of the list, and they are an opportunity for energy exchange if that is something that you feel like you want to do. So the opportunity is there for you. Belinda says, thank you, beautiful cards. I do need to allow some quiet time. I've totally been trying to think what it could be. Thank you again. See you next Friday. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you next Friday. All right, Miss Patricia. What cards are we going to use for you tonight? I haven't read for you in ages. This will be interesting. Okay, nope. All right. I feel like I really want to use butterflies, but I only ever had one butterfly deck, and I just gifted it to my niece a couple of weeks ago because it went into my I don't want any more pile. And now I just feel like there needs to be butterflies in my Oracle deck collection, and I don't have any. All right, so the word expansion comes to mind. Yes, I have a pile of a few. I could probably no, actually, I removed the ones that I really didn't resonate with. I've still got a lot. On my deck. The unicorns are fine, and we might get one of each. We'll see. We'll get some of each. Okay, Miss Patricia. Expansion is your theme for tonight. Expansion, right? It is allowing in more because you have the capacity for more. And I want to say it doesn't have to be one or the other. You've got your wish is granted. Granted. Conversation with Angela. Granted. Anyway. What you've asked for is coming true. So there's a lesson in the car. There's a lesson in the car for you. I wonder if you've looked up the meaning of the air conditioning or whatever the other electrical problem was. Because there is something there for you, as well as that lesson in standing in your power, and not taking shit from stupid mansplainers. All right, your wish is granted. I'm going off track, right? Okay. So I don't know if you are feeling, a little bit more like stepping back into the healer part of yourself. This is where the expansion comes from. So it's still doing what you're doing, because there is joy in that for you as well. But maybe it's time to look at opening a door that you may have closed before, for good reason. And maybe in a more expanded capacity. I feel like you have the capacity, all right, I feel like you have the capacity to have this beautiful influence, make this beautiful, change the lives, right, of so much more, right? So at the moment, there is a limit. You're limited to the people that you are connected with, yeah, and you have this capacity, and I know because you're my best friend, right? You have this capacity without thought, without any you don't have to think about it. You just you ask the right questions. You hold space beautifully. You understand the energy. You just have this way as a healer that can impact in such a positive way to so many more people than what you are reaching right now. I don't want you to think that this is something that you have to do like right now and all at once, because that's not how it works. I just want to plant the seed for you. I want to plant the seed for you in knowing that I know that what you're capable of. And I want you to understand what I know that you're capable of, so that you can believe that you are capable of it too, right? So, feeling a little teary, actually. Do some research. So even if you are not stepping back into that kind of work yet, do something that connects yourself to it. Whether it's another workshop or learning learning of some capacity that will allow you to work with multiple people at once, not just a one-on-one basis. Yeah, I can feel it, right? Just holding myself together over here, right? This is why I love what I do. Healing, healed, healer. Confirmation. Healing energy surrounds you and this situation. Healing energy is within you. Healing energy is who you are, right? You heal people just by allowing them into your presence. Yeah? And we've got perfect timing. So, this is the right time for you to move forward. I want you to stop thinking about it. I want you to stop thinking about it. This is the year of action. So let's take action. One step at a time. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Right? It's all part of the learning process. But this is such an important part of who you are. That it's time to embrace her in whatever capacity is capable you're capable for of in this moment, and in the next moment, and then in the next moment, and then in the next moment. No unicorns for you today. Or maybe that is you, a unicorn. Maybe you are the unicorn. I feel like there might be just one more. Alright. So, it starts with you connecting back in to those things that allow you to feel connected to that part of yourself. It is dancing when nobody's watching, or dancing when everybody's watching, right? Do you dance through the supermarket anymore? Do you sing random, right? Are you listening to music? Are you surrounding yourself with that? Are you creating? Yeah, painting or doing something along those lines. It's all of those things that you've packed away because you've had all these responsibilities, right? But now is the time, because it's all about you, right? It's all about you this year. It's all about me. It's all about you, Patricia. It's all about you, Lisa. It's all about you, Belinda. We've really got to bring it back to ourselves, because we spent our lifetime doing it for everyone else. So, doing what you, because the dance card is on the bottom of the unicorn stack. Connecting, allowing yourself permission to connect back into that part of yourself. Draw yourself a card every morning. Yeah. Make sure you're still lighting your incense. Make sure that you are using music. Yeah, I know how important music is for us both. Yeah, music and dance and song, singing, all of those wonderful things. So connect, remember her. Yeah, but this is a new version, because you're not weighed down with all of the lessons and crap from the past. Yeah. Passion. So I'm just going to see what card's on the top, right? Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, I can't do that right now. But when you shut the room down, it's shut down all of these other really important parts of yourself. And quite rightly so. Like, it's been like the whole, like last year was, it was a year, right? Um, there's no, there's no judgment. So don't judge yourself. Yeah. But now is the time. It's perfect timing. That's what your card was. Now is the perfect time for you to connect back into that part of yourself. And I know that that your kids are at a point now where they, like, you're not so consumed by what they need. You don't have to be so consumed by what they need because they've got this, right? Because of you, they've got this, right? So now it's all about you. Ask yourself every day, what's going to bring me joy today? What can I do to bring myself joy today? And then do it. Okay? Okay. All right. Thank you, beautiful Patricia, for being here. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that you're back. For now, anyway. Okay. Belinda, 716. Okay, I love you. I love you, my beautiful Patricia. I'm hugging you from here. As always, big energetic hug, I'm telling. Okay, I'm just trying to work out because it's like I've got to be more mindful of my boundaries around my time. And it is 7:17. So what I am going to do is for Belinda and Sharon and Val, I'm just going to pull a quick card for you each, so that you are, so that I can show you how grateful I am that you've stuck around, even though there's been so much quality value in tonight's readings. So I'm sure you're all walking away with something tonight. I do want to let you guys know that I have mini readings available. Let me pop the link in here. I've got to go over here. So a mini reading is like you can ask 1 or 2 questions. They're $20, right? And you can ask 1 or 2 questions, and I record a video reading for you. They're usually about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I upload it to YouTube as unlisted. So it's a private link, and only anyone that you share that link with can watch it. So it's a private YouTube link for you, and it's your private reading, and you get them within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. So what you have to do is you book your reading, and then you send me an email with your question in it, and as soon as I receive your email, the 24 hours starts from then, and you will receive your answers within 24 hours. So I like to give the people the option with these ones to have, you know, sometimes when you're in it and you just need some guidance, and not having to wait for three days a week, 2 weeks, right? Which often happens when you try to book a reading. You get the answers within 24 hours, and they're only $20. So, let's see. Let me just find that link. wearing my glasses. Copy link. There we go. There, for anyone who would like to book a mini reading, they are there. Okay, so Belinda, quick card for you, darling. Let's go fairies. And as always, I'm here at 6 p.m. every Friday night. Every Friday night. I'm just thinking, we've got footy. My sister keeps reminding me footy season's coming up, right? And for anyone who doesn't know, I am a big Aussie Rules fan. I love kicking the footy when I was younger. I think that if women's football was around when I was a teenager, I probably would have tried to be a women's footballer because I loved footy. I love footy that much. I am an Adelaide Crow supporter. For those of you who care, right? And watching footy with my sister. My sister used to watch because my sister and my mum were Port Power supporters, right? My sister is a Port Power supporter and my mum was a Port Power supporter. So they would watch football together all the time. And so showdowns were a big thing. But when we lost mum, I stepped in as the official football watcher with Maxie. But I'm pretty sure she watched more Crows games than I've watched Port Power games. So, yeah. So there may be the odd Friday night where I will change the day. So I won't not do readings that week, but I will change it to either a Thursday night or a Saturday during the day. So that will just depend. But just giving you guys a heads up because, footy season matters, and especially if the Crows play as well as they did last year. So, yes. Val says, I'm needing catching up with my days, but thankful and grateful. Take it in your own divine timing. Val, you have got lifetime access to that whole content. And I know that it's a lot, one after another, after another, after another. Even I've had trouble keeping up with the daily tasks. So take it as you need. Jump onto the support calls. There is one, this week's support call will be on Monday. Usually I do them on Fridays, but today I wasn't doing anything except for this. So, so support call will be on Monday. If you can pop in there, definitely pop in there. And then there'll be one more after that, I think, for this live round anyway. But you have the content for forever. You just have to log into your content library and it's all there for you. So one thing I do want to say, Val, is go back and visit week 1. So if it's getting overwhelming, go back and visit week 1. We have just moved through the Awakening Your Feminine, which is it's tough for a lot of us that have been in our masculine, because we're connecting to a part of ourselves that has been dormant for decades. Some of us, right? So just allow what comes up, allow what you need to feel, and don't suppress any of it. Just allow it to move up and out, and use the tools from week 1, because I put them in week 1 for a reason, so that you could utilize them over and over and over and over again. I know Helen's been using the tapping a lot, so definitely look into doing more of that. I am going to be creating more tapping videos, little short videos for my page, and there will be more tapping stuff in the membership when I release it as well. So yes, there will be opportunities for you. But for now, go back and revisit. We'll go back and revisit because it's about calming the nervous system, checking in with yourself, grounding yourself, using your breath, all of those things. It is hard to let go. It is. Don't tell yourself that you have to let go, because when you put that kind of pressure on yourself, it's not helpful. Yeah. Reframe to something like, I am choosing to try to let go right now. Completely different energy. I'm choosing to allow whatever needs to be right now. All right. Belinda. Okay, Belinda, it says, be grateful. You have much to celebrate, deep feelings of peace and happiness, a contented personal life. That feels like building connection, yeah? Putting yourself in situations, I think we've discussed this before, right? Putting yourself into situations where you can connect with other people. Whatever that might be. Join a book club, or take a pottery class, or go to a sound bath, or something, a kirtan, or some kind of like healing workshop that allows you to do your work but allows you to feel supported and connected to other people as well. It's really important for you to start to feel connected to others, and not just anybody. It's people that you resonate with, yeah? It says 8 of summer. The desire for a more meaningful life, realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Yeah. So you've dipped your toe in, you've dipped your toe in, you've dipped your toe in, but now is the time to do it. Now is the time to do it. And look, we've got the Chariot card. So as soon as you decide, and as soon as you take that first step, you'll be like, oh, I can't believe it took me so long to do this. And you'll be like, what can I do next? What can I do next? What can I do next? There are, if you spend some time on Facebook, I know here in Queensland, if you're willing to dig deep, join your local community page, or your local community spiritual page, because there's usually one of each, or at least one of each, to having like, I know there are some places here in Brisbane where they do meetups. There are some, like there's a place in Kalangula that does. They meet once a month, I think, at a cafe and it's all spiritual people. So they come and they chat and they connect, and it's free of charge. Like you don't have to pay anything. You just show up. So just do a bit of investigating. Ask the universe to show you the way. Speak it out loud so that Facebook's listening, right? Google's listening, or Google it so that your Facebook algorithm shows up with all of these things in your area. Work the system, don't let it work you, right? Politics. That's interesting. I have pulled back a bit. Politics. I think you just need to ignore the politics. Set the intention of what you're showing up for and what you want to get out of it, and just ignore the chatter. anything that doesn't have anything to do with you, right? Focus on what it is that you want. Yeah, not about changing what it is that you're doing, but focus on what it is that you want. Because you got the Chariot card. Success that comes from dedication and self-discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. And what have we got on the four of winches on the bottom? It says, set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation, the need for more sleep, or a vacation. Connection. That's what you need to be focusing on. And call in, like, the purest connection of 100% light, so that you can, because you get to choose, right? And if you take one pottery class and you don't like the politics in that pottery class, find something else, right? Surround yourself with who you want instead of what you feel like you have to put up with the bullshit. And you don't have to change the bullshit either. You can just choose something else. All right, Sharon, are you still here, darling? I think you are. I think that's who we've got there. Let me just have a quick drink. Perfect. All right, let's go back to the power ones for you. All right, what does Sharon need to know today? Quick card for Sharon. Oh, it's the Magician. So chase the rainbow. That's what went through my head then. See the magic there, the magic rainbows there. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings, new beginnings. Embrace the new beginnings. Here we go. Your worry is unnecessary. It's about trusting the process, right? 2026 is a completely different energy to last year, to the last probably 10 years, if you ask me. So just embrace what it has to offer. Don't feel like you have to push anything. Don't feel like you have to force anything. But continue to show up for yourself. It's so important. So important for us this year. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. You can create whatever you want. So don't worry about any of it. Because if it's something that you desire and it's something that you've thought about and it's already dropped in for you, then it's already done in the others, right? The universe is just waiting for you to catch up. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about the what or the how or the when or what's going to go wrong or anything like that. You just need to stay focused on the goal, stay focused on what you're trying to create, stay focused on what you want for yourself, and not just the energy of it, but the feeling of it as well. It's really important to feel into what it feels like for you to be that person already. Oh, it says it's important to have balance. So stay grounded as well. Working multiple jobs or projects at once, making work fun. So remember, life is not just a grind. Life is not just the grind. Life is not just doing what we feel like we have to do or like what we should do. It is enjoying each and every moment. It's about choosing yourself every day. It's about doing what you want for you and allowing everything else to fall into place around that, because it will, right? Or out of place, because If it's not in alignment, then we lovingly let it go, right? So again, you don't have to worry about all the bits and bobs. If the car experience has taught me anything, the moments that I've been heightened about it is when I've learnt something new about the next step, right? And then the more I sit with it, the more I'm like, this is a gift for me, right? This is a gift for me, and everything's going to work out. I don't have to worry about the details. I can make it happen. Yeah. You can do anything right now. Go after what you want, the ability to attract helpful people. So it's whatever you want, whatever you focus on is what you will create for yourself. So keep it positive. Yeah. Keep the intention clear on the joy and the beautiful things that you want to create for yourself, not on the stress and the worry. All right. Thank you so much for being here, Sharon. Thanks for hanging around. There is a donation link in the description of the live stream, or pinned in the comment section here, if you would like to make a donation. That is there for you as an opportunity, if that is something that you feel like you would like to do. Whew. I'm roasting right now. When I do these readings, it's like everything. I'm like, whoo, just need a drink. I'm just going to go sit in front of my aircon. I love it. All right, vow. Oh, fracky. Okay. It says, so these flipped out of the deck, just by the way, which is not always how I choose cards, just so that you know. A new emotional situation. So what you are moving through right now is creating space for you, even though it's really uncomfortable, even though it's really, really, really uncomfortable. I want you to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, because the healing process is uncomfortable. It's really uncomfortable. And we have to feel through things that we haven't wanted to before. Yeah? But feeling through them and allowing that process to happen for this blip amount of time is 1,000 times better than carrying them around for the next decade. Yeah? So trust that you are ready to release this. You have the strength and the power and the capacity to handle this process. Let go of any expectation that you have around this, and just allow it to be what it is. Yeah, because when we put that expectation on, then we put that extra pressure on, and when it's not happening the way that we think we do, we think we're failing, but we're not. Yeah. All you need to do is if feelings come up and you want to cry, then cry. If feeling comes up and you want to rage, then get in your car and drive out into the middle of nowhere and rage your head off, right? Because you're just releasing all of this suppressed stuff. And you've got decades of it. It's not going to happen overnight. But I also want to say that it's not all going to be bad. The feeling on the other side of that is glorious. It's relief. It's knowing that you don't have to carry it with you anymore. Or if it comes up again, you've got this. We have the Ace of Gabriel. A gift of passion, opportunity, and inspiration. The chance to do something amazing. A sense of wonder. So remember also, I have often forgotten this for long periods of time over my healing journey in the last 10 years, is to remember the joy. Healing can be a long and overwhelming experience, but we have to remember that life is actually joyful. And we've got an inner child within us that wants to play. So remember to play. Find some balance between the healing work and the stuff that's coming up for you and the fun stuff. Like I was saying, I don't know if you heard, but I was saying to Patricia earlier, tap back into those things that you love, that you just stopped yourself from doing. Dancing, singing, creating, painting, movement, going for a drive if that's what pleases you. Like finding things, go for a walk and smell the freaking roses, right? Right? Stop and smell every flower that you come across, right? Taking some time just to remember the joy in your life and the gratitude for everything that is and everything that you have and everything that you are. Stay determined and move forward. Be prepared for any possibility. Environmental activism. I don't think that's relevant for you right now. But maybe it's just telling you to get outside. Let's just give me one more card. It's your lucky day. New resources of money, time and support. A change in a job or a promotion. So, what I also want to say is that working with your passion, working with your purpose, what you're passionate about, like dive into that. Shift in energy, sorry. Dive into what lights you up. Shift your focus from I have to release this to I'm doing this amazing thing that just lights me up, right? And often it'll release whatever needs to be released anyway. As soon as you start to realize how powerful you are, as soon as you start to realize how much you can create for yourself if you focus on the right things, life will change. And I don't want you to actually go, oh, I've got to heal this, I've got to heal this, I've got to heal this, I've got to heal this. Yeah? It's not a process that you can think your way through. You just have to allow it. So again, if you need to cry, cry. If you feel angry, rage it out. Yeah? If you feel joyful, be joyful. Yeah? Alright. That is it. I am so not good at sticking to my time limit. It's so bad. That's right. Next week's another opportunity. It's another opportunity. And I'm grateful. Well, the messages that came through tonight were strong and powerful and important. So it is exactly as it's meant to be. All right. Mini readings, a link is in the comment section here. If you are interested in getting answers within 24 hours, they are there for you. I'm here every Friday night from 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time doing free readings. And keep an eye out for my membership. I will be releasing that soon with all of the details, and I'm super, super excited. If I rage out, I feel guilty around others. I feel like a DV. Okay, so I'm not saying rage at others. I'm not saying rage at others, right? That's why I said get in the car and go for a drive and rage it out, or find someone that will hold space for you while you release that. Or take yourself off to your room and scream into your pillow. Like, I really don't recommend that you rage at others because that's actually not really helpful at all. So yes, separate yourself from the environment, anyone that's in your environment, and it's about just allowing that to come up and out. Yeah, because if you're feeling the rage, there's something that's driving that needs to be released. So go into the tapping, tap it out, until you feel it let go. So the anger that we store, it's one of the main things, especially for women, right? Because we suppress so much, because it's not okay for us to be emotional, or for us to speak up. It hasn't been previously, right? So we suppress and we suppress because we don't want to upset people, and we don't want to cause waves, and we don't want to make others uncomfortable, or anything like that, right? If you do need to rage at home, just clear the way. Say, I'm feeling this right now and I need to release it. Please don't take it personally. It's got nothing to do with you. And then take yourself off to your room and stomp and rage and do whatever you need to do. So that you give them a heads up. Yeah? Do whatever you need to do to create that safe space for you to let out. But if you... The guilt's valid, right? The guilt is very valid, but you deserve to share your feelings. You deserve to release your feelings. You don't have to hold on to that anymore. All right, I am going now. I'm sorry, Jocelyn. Thank you and welcome. But I'm here next Friday at 6 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. And also, if you are looking for immediate answers, I have mini readings available. They are 1 or 2 questions. And you get your own personalized video recorded reading within 24 hours. And they are $20. The link is in the comment thread here. So if you are interested, they are available. All my aligned oracle readings are also available for $70, and they're a 30-minute Zoom face-to-face. More than just a reading. They are more than just a reading. I don't know how else to explain them. They are whatever you need at the time, and some. Right? So they are available. Also, I am releasing a membership within the next week or 2. So please keep an eye out. There will be lots of amazing, wonderful things in there. All right. We're not going to go into that right now, Val, because I do have to go. But if you do want to book in for a reading, please do that. Or show up. If you can show up for one of our support calls, we can do that. What I do want to say is that accusations are often admissions. All right, so I'm going to leave you with that. All right, thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will see you all. Next Friday, if not before. Have a wonderful week. Big love to you.